And I am back. Hello, everybody. Hope you're ready for a little Kusogr4nde. Let's go ahead and get the game reveal out there so that you can know what beautiful stuff we have coming your way. So, we have a lot of discussions with Recurring Nightmares to decide what is going to be the best crap to bring back. And guess what? We have our dear, lovely friend Kusogr4nde going to be coming and joining us. Kusogr4nde, come on in. Hello there.
Hello.
Hey, Kusogr4nde. I'm pretty dang excited about the game you've got today.
It's a game.
You've played it a lot.
I have played this one a lot, yeah.
You speedrun this, right?
I used to.
Oh, okay, no longer. Is it RoboCop?
Yeah, it's not RoboCop.
Oh.
But it is in some ways about as cool as RoboCop. I mean, do you like poking your fellow students in the eye with a pencil through her glasses?
Oh, geez, I dreamed last night that one of my students was interrupting Kusogr4nde, and I was getting really frustrated. Ended up punching them, and
well, you know what?
That wasn't very nice.
That's a bummer.
It certainly is. Yeah, we've got Dreamin Davey right now. I hope you're all ready for this. Everybody, close your eyes and just imagine school. Oh, if any of my students are here, by the way, I only get violent in my dreams, okay? So don't worry.
But this game is wonderful, I guess. It has a great story.
Oh, yeah. It definitely is a great story. Your name is Davey.
I don't think the story is really what they intended.
No, I just dreamed about punching he was interrupting Kusogr4nde. What else was I supposed to do?
Fair.
I mean, I guess. Oh, do we know who's doing audio for us?
Alpha 5 is doing audio.
Thank you, Kusogr4nde. You're the best. And Alpha 5's also the best. Sorry, you've got competition now.
Well, I mean, I'm providing Davey, so it's all good.
It's true. Davey versus audio. Which one is better?
Well, I'm not sure I want the audio on.
Oh, I like some of the music in Dreamin Davey.
My real legit comment about Davey is, if this game had come out 2 years earlier than it did, we would not be considering it a bad game.
I would say that if the game came out in 2019, it would not be considered a bad game.
No, it'd be considered a retro game.
Even more than that, it would probably be considered a parody game. Because this is not what games should be at all.
But, you know what? I mean, it's a legit game. But at the time, it is totally not good for the time.
I mean, it's good enough for the time, you know?
As I said, 2 years, if it had come out 2 years prior, right, on the NES?
Yes.
We'd be saying a different story. But it came out in 1992.
Yeah, that's a little bit late in the NES life cycle, to be fair.
Right. I don't expect a completion today, although it is possible. World record, I think it's 21 minutes now.
There's not going to be a completion today.
No.
Mind you, I shouldn't be the person judging.
I mean, I will. There's not going to be a completion today.
Oh, good. See, take Kusogr4nde's word for it, not mine.
I don't think any time that we've had this in their game like that, we've had a completion. In theory, it's possible, but there's a lot of really dumb things you have to figure out to do this fast, and there's a lot you have to know that you will not know blind.
Oh yeah, Kusogr4nde, you need to submit this to GDQ again. because they're wrong to refuse it.
I know, they refused it when I was actually the world record holder.
Oh.
I need to come back to it. I think I'm like 3 minutes behind the world record now. There have been, it's kind of the same route, but there have been a bunch of little bitty dumb things that are amazing on this. The world record's
really?
all done by a guy named Poison Curls.
Ooh.
Pretty good guy. And we'll talk about some of the really dumb things you can do that neither one of us figured out when we were kind of going back and forth on this. There's some real dumb things in the speedrun, and it's fantastic.
I love it. I'm so excited. Well, you know, it looks like everything is pretty much ready for the match. Let me go ahead and just work on transitioning over to that. I am always excited for little Davey in my life, you know? He is just trying his best to get through another day of school, because guess what? It's full of bullies, specifically like Spartans and, you know.
Well, but the question is it full of bullies or are you the bully?
That's a difficult question.
And we will learn that over the course of this game. Well, maybe we won't today, but you would if you played the game.
Oh yeah. I'm out of here.
Out of here.
Okay, I'm just listening a little bit right now. Kusogr4nde, can you talk to me? Tiny bit.
I can talk to you. What do you want me to talk to you about? About how this is how this game's complete trash? I mean, we'll talk about that here in a second. It'll be great.
How is the audio, chat? I would love to hear what you think. Does it sound like a fine balance? Are you able to hear the beautiful voices? Okay, people say it sounds good. Good.
I'm out of here.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do some small adjustments. Let's see. Welcome to what I have to do in order to try to get Kuso games working and sounding beautiful for all of you friendly people here. I'm doing this for you. I'm out of here. Okay, Kusogr4nde, I think that we are probably ready to go.
Yeah. I do appreciate how much that Pete and I are scaring our runners about this game.
Uh-oh.
Talking about things that we probably won't hear.
Yeah, it's true. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do the countdown right now. Wish the players the best of luck. Go ahead and spam. If you have any faces like Dreamin Davey, go ahead. Or
still
anything.
That emote?
What's that?
Oh, you got rid of it as an emote. Because it used to be one of your emotes.
It's in Discord.
I know, but it's not here in...
I don't think I ever had it on Twitch. I'm sorry, everybody. Go ahead, any of the scared face. If you have any bums, he says bummer a lot. That works too. Spam emotes. Come on, we're doing the countdown right now.
He also says awesome, so I guess if you had Bill and Ted.
Oh yeah, if you had Bill and Ted.
It's the game's awesome.
As soon as I see movement in the first level, I will start our timer. I am not Davey. I'm not really offended. Davey's a cool kid.
Well, so we start off, it's the start of school, and Davey's already daydreaming. I don't think we're even off the bus yet.
Wow, Davey.
And so he daydreams that he is in, this medieval land, and you have to go get a sword, and then go defeat Sir Lumper.
Sir who?
Lumpus or Lumper or something.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know.
right, the bully.
So is the capture slightly off, or is the game HUD bad? So both of the emulators they're using, both BizHawk and RetroArch, cut off the last, 10 pixels, and this is one of those games that takes pixels all the way out, well past the region they shouldn't have.
Yep.
So that
it's
is
not me
really
this
what
time.
it is. It's not you this time. If you cut out all of the what should be the overscanned junk pixels, you can actually see the full.
Yeah, don't blame me. Blame Davey. Please blame Davey.
I mean, I would blame Davey.
Oh, good.
So right now, Alpha 5 is in the lead. You have to go get the sword to beat this first stage. I have tried it without. You cannot beat Lumpy without the sword. And Melos will have it here in just a minute.
This game is just beautiful. Like, honestly, like you said, if it came out a couple years before it did, this would have been fantastic.
If this had come out before Super Mario 3, which was probably the first real NES game to do both the horizontal and vertical scrolling that everybody remembers, so if this had come out before that, we'd be talking about how this game was revolutionary and found the way to set all this up and everything you can.
You know, if this came out before Super Mario World, people might have still given it compliments.
So, in general, the loading scene on this down forward is all the way over on the left, and it's actually in the overscan region, so it's actually not that bad. The game does a pretty good job with it. But let's talk about why this game is bad, right? So imagine a Zelda game where A and B together is jump. As Kata said, it's 2 years after Chrysalis. This is a very late NES game, which is the problem.
Yeah, I'm just taking a look.
Right.
Other games that were released that year, I mean, you had Alone in the Dark for PC, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Dragon Quest V, Final Fantasy V, okay? Kirby's Dream Land came out on Game Boy this year as well. How about Super Mario Kart? Evo Search for Eden? Like, this, technology-wise, this is really taking a step back. Why would they make it for NES?
I don't know. But, so, at the same token on this, right, A and B together jump.
Yes.
Right, your B button gives you things in general that sometimes work, sometimes don't. While we're talking about this, Alpha 5 punched a bully in the face.
Very nice.
Or hit him with a ruler, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's acceptable. Alpha 5 is making quick progress.
Yeah, but they're gonna get caught up in here.
Yeah. Utah Technology, wow, I'm insulted. Actually, yeah, this was made in Utah.
Yeah, it was.
Crap. No, this is the Simpsons company, isn't it? Ugh. Yeah, they made Bart's Nightmare, they made Virtual Bart, Captain Novelin, you know, all the good stuff.
But so the game has some really jank movement. The game has some really jank collision detection, and that your hitbox is probably bigger than you think it is.
Oh yeah.
Certain parts of the game that we'll see here pretty soon are pretty unforgiving. The game doesn't tell you a lot of times what's necessary to complete the stage.
Yeah, a lot of it is just trying to figure out the game BS.
So, like, for instance, what needs to be done on Alpha 5 side? They have to go to the sheriff's office, and then they have to, they have to go to the sheriff's office in Western Union to find out that they are, they need to go deal with guys holed up in the blacksmith shop. Well, to do that, you need a gun. So they gave you some money, right? Like $12. You have to go deal with that.
Hey, Melos is close behind.
Yeah, Melos is not that far away. And then you have to shoot the guy, but you'd think you'd shoot him in the face or the chest, right? Because that's how you'd stop him.
Normally.
You have to shoot him in the gun.
Well, yeah, you're pacifist Davey. I mean, besides stabbing your friends with a pencil, you gotta have some kindness.
Right. So we're gonna see him probably stuck here for a while they try to figure out what's going on. In both cases. So our passwords allowed for the run, of course, and they will get the passwords.
Oh yeah.
That Alpha 5 didn't put in.
Uh-oh. Okay, I think Alpha 5 is going back to the title. Yeah, in general, passwords are allowed unless there are a few cases, which I'm thinking of freaking Titus the Fox, where the passwords take you to the wrong place, and in that case, they're not allowed.
I'm out of here.
No, the passwords work fine here. So other fun things on this that we can talk about, right, that can actually be really useful. If you hold down the A button, then hit B to jump, it will legitimately spam your attack on every frame that it's available.
Oh, fun.
So, which you'll really be able to see if you accidentally equip a gun, right, and then go and do the same thing, and you don't have any bullets, you will hear that every single frame, like 60 hertz, like basically buzz, more or less, as they as you try to fire and don't have bullets.
Okay, I'm just taking a look at the manual to see if there's any hint about going up against the bad guy here. This Galoot is a tough full hombre, and you need the big iron to go up against him. Oh, okay.
And so you need, you need a gun.
Do you have to get a specific gun or any gun?
Any gun will work, right? So, but you have to watch out for later levels. We will get back to this later.
Right in the heart.
Because this game,
Bummer.
right, only has like 3 levels that it just keeps coming back to. Like, legitimately, we'll see that first stage map again. So, you need to get the cheap gun now and the expensive gun later.
Yeah.
Because you need something that can...
Yeah! Alpha 5 got it!
Alpha 5 got it. So we have now hit a dude with a ruler and shot the teacher in the face with a water gun.
To be fair, some teachers deserve it.
Well, yes. Alright, so Alpha 5 is probably gonna end up having the problem of what I did when I first played this. And that is, what you have to do is you have to go get a bow and a shield. You need both.
A bow and the shield. Okay.
Because unfortunately you can't punch the Cyclops in the face. I tried. The shield is more important than, I guess, the bow. I guess they're both important. The shield you get from running into, not punching, but running into a golden guy. So not the guys who look like sentinels, right? But a guy who looks like a gold version of that. And what you're probably going to want to do there is you're going to want to shoot him. He looks like a bad guy.
Oh,
he
for
looks
sure.
like the other bad guys you have run into. And then he actually turns into a bad guy.
Yeah, I love it. I think Alpha 5 is going in the right direction, but is likely going to mess this up because everybody messes this up. The complicated nature of this game is just figuring out what crap it has and figuring out, why it's doing things when you like change what you're doing whenever you get somewhere. That's what's absolutely needed when you're playing this game. You have to change what you're doing.
So part of the difficulty with this, right? You know, and I'll speak from my experience when I played this in Kusogr4nde, was legitimately that when I went to go get the shield, right?
Yeah.
I would go up to attack him. Apparently, I was close enough that sometimes it would register as me touching him first, and sometimes it would register the attack is going off first.
Okay.
So you could do the same thing, just like here's what's going on, right? And sometimes you would get the shield, and sometimes you wouldn't. So it must be a random drop, right? So I spent an inordinate amount of time doing the same thing over again because I legitimately got different results.
What? Alpha 5 already got it! Oh, I'm so angry.
Yeah, me too. Melos will have difficulty.
Well, here's the deal. Alpha 5 had the bow and arrow. Can the bow and arrow aggro him as well?
Yes.
Hmm.
Also, that glorious sound you hear now is bees.
Not the
and bees can
bees.
follow you from like room to room and everything.
Gotcha.
And until those bees go away, this is all you're going to hear.
Okay, I love this. Melos trying to fight Cowboy Dude. Unfortunately, getting 3 shots.
Yeah, so if you don't have a gun, right?
There's nothing you
hear
can
him
do.
laugh. He'll ha, 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 and then he'll shoot you. So, now in the manual it does say you need a big iron to go up against him. So, you know, Melos has everything to know that there's a gunsmith.
Yep. My name is Cowboy Man. It's like
So where,
yeah.
where Alpha 5 is, I guess you don't. Maybe you don't need the shield there, right? If you're just willing to take the damage. But there's a shield guy there. It's supposed to teach you to reflect his spears, which you'll need to know later.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Alpha 5 is likely gonna die here.
More likely than not. So the Cyclops is kind of a bad fight. With the way that Alpha 5 is doing it, you almost just want to get up in his face and shoot him as often as possible. You can't have but one arrow on the screen at a time. And so the longer you kind of back up, the Cyclops is just going to keep coming at you. And so now, like, Alpha 5 has nowhere to go.
Alpha 5 could still possibly do it? Nope. Maybe?
No.
Well. There we go. That's a death on Alpha 5.
Bummer.
Bummer.
It is a bummer.
Oh, let's hope he took a picture or something of that. So here's the thing, as long as you just hit continue, right, and you don't do anything, it will automatically populate with the last password.
Oh, okay.
So also that screen's a little misleading, right? It looks like that boss, the Cyclops, doesn't have a lot of health, and that's a lie. The Cyclops has a crap ton of health.
Okay.
It just looks like he doesn't. Now on Melros's side, you can see that the hat and everything's a different color there. That's what happens when you get bit by a snake.
Uh-oh. Do you slowly get...
You slowly get poisoned
die?
and start losing health. Yep.
How... Can you cure the poison?
You can. There is an antidote you can buy. Alternatively, after about half of your health, it just goes away.
Oh, okay, good.
And I don't think it can actually kill you.
At least the music here is pretty good. Yeah, green for poison, exactly. Green is poison. Yeah. That's the color of poison.
It is. That's how you know.
Yeah, if you touch green, you have to touch red right after to cancel it out, okay?
I will say in Discord, right, Mello's posted what our hitboxes.
yeah, that's an
Yeah.
issue. Yeah.
This game does not handle hitboxes very well.
What is all this stuff that you can buy? There's like a lump of
So
fat?
some of that are things that you can pick up,
Okay.
right? Like the lumps are gold. Oh, I stand corrected. The poison can kill you.
Well, yeah, that's how poison works, Corn Dan.
That's how poison works. It kills you.
Yeah.
So you can pick up other things, right? Like snakes and the gold that looks like it might be meat.
It does look like
It's
meat,
gold.
yeah.
It's gold, but it totally looks like meat. And you can sell those in the trading post for money,
Okay.
which the speedrun actually does on a later version of this level.
Yeah, you don't really need it on the first version.
No, you need it to get a better weapon later. So the problem is eventually you need a weapon that can do 3 shots minimum.
I love that
Right,
this...
so-
Oh, go ahead.
Because otherwise you'll get to a point in time where there'll be multiples of those shootout guys, and when you run out of bullets, that's it.
Alpha 5 has a lot of health this time, so there's a good chance.
It almost doesn't matter on this thing, legitimately.
Just don't get cornered.
Pretty much. Well, so you want to be close enough you don't take a lot of damage, right? Like get hit. But you want to be close enough that your arrows don't stay on screen, so you can just jam that button as quick as possible.
Nice.
But Davey.
Oh, he just stabbed the girl in the eye.
He stabbed the girl in the eye. I told you. He's
Well, that's not
right.
nice, Davey.
Davey's a jerk.
Wow, Davey.
Like this whole protagonist is like Davey. He just daydreams and all of that. Look at all the wacky adventures he gets into. Turns out his wacky adventures are really like him doing bad things.
Oh, yeah.
So Davey's a huge jerk.
But to be fair, that's because his school is dumb.
Well, to be fair, it's because Davey.
Oh, Mello's got it. Mello shot the gun.
Mello's got it. Mello shot the gun.
That was faster than I expected.
I think, like sometimes you just see these things and like they catch on real fast.
Yeah, I think what you have to remember is that because this is sort of school themed, they are trying to teach you a little bit of pacifism, but at the same time, how many people do you murder in the overworld? Like, all of them.
So Melos has already kind of caught on to the idea that the gold guys aren't, like, the gold statues aren't bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's already run into one.
I like
don't
the
even know what
gnomes on Alpha 5 screen. They're actually really scary.
So they are, and for so the red gnomes can steal things of yours, right? Like
Oh, yeah.
Excalibur,
Those jerks.
which you need to beat the game. All right, so here's one of the neat things the speedrun does. Where Alpha 5 is fighting Lumpy, you can legitimately just walk past him.
Okay,
You
well,
don't have to fight him. You don't have to do anything.
whatever. I don't like Lumpy. Okay.
Well, yeah. So you can just ignore Lumpy.
I'd fight Lumpy. Don't worry, Chad. I'm here for you. Okay. I'm going to make life better because Lumpy is going down by my hands.
So are you gonna poke him in the eye, or punch him in the face?
Probably
Or,
both at the same time. Hi-ya!
Hit him with a ruler?
I don't have 3 hands, Corndan. I can't do all of that. And the ruler's
Well,
gonna be the least effective, okay? Punch and stab. Punch and stab. Plus, it's good
that's
workout.
So is that how you work out punch stab?
Yeah. They don't let me go to the gym anymore.
So Alpha 5 is getting Excalibur here, which becomes super useful in later levels. The later medieval levels, it has a much longer range than that short sword. Which is good, and it does a lot of damage. You can actually use it against the last boss, and it trivializes essentially the last boss.
Yeah, Alpha 5 is actually making some very good progress. I think we're going to see
Alpha
Hades
5's
in a
gonna
little
get-
bit.
Right, Alpha 5 is going to get caught here for a while. So to get to Hades, right, you need a coin to give Charon to cross the River Styx. So I will give this game credit for actually like sticking to mythology. It's in a tree.
To be fair, you have to do that in Xena as well. You have to cross the River Styx.
Did you have to give a coin to Charon to get across?
No, but we ring a bell,
Okay.
and then he comes and takes Xena over. You know, it's important.
I mean, it is important. But so.
Oh no,
we
Melos! Alpha
Everybody's
5
just getting
also
rocked,
dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, now, for those people who are just tuning in, Melos is on an earlier version of
Yep.
ancient Greece than Alpha 5, and because of that, you know, we're seeing... we're seeing the same looking screens, but it's definitely
They are, in
Alpha
fact, the
5
same
ahead.
screens.
Oh, yeah.
So, this game basically has 3 big maps, and that's what it uses for the entire game. Pretty much. Right, so each one
Oh,
will
there's
read
music.
the same. It's good music.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm hoping for a couple things here. So, Alpha 5 just got kicked out to find the coin, and they're gonna be real mad when if they find it.
To be fair, he's like, I don't take people across the River Styx for charity, you know?
Well, I mean, this is not games done quick. There is fun to be had here.
Oh, yeah, fun in hell. Okay, time to tap some trees with your sword. The frustrating thing, though, is that the tree you have to hit is the very first tree.
One. It's the very first one.
Once you actually get into Hades, the music gets much, much better. That's the best music
like
of the game.
I like the music in Hades. It's good.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't bad music either. But I definitely like the music in Hades. So, hey, Melos got the sword, right, and poked the girl in the eye through the glasses, which is pretty amazing.
Wow. I love that the one review that I found for this game on Game FAQs basically gave everything a high rating except for the audio. And I'm like, what is the matter with you? That's the best part.
I mean, I could sort of see it.
10 out of 10 for the story, by the way.
Well, I mean, if the story is I'm a jerk to a whole bunch of people, then yes.
It's basically, yeah, a documentary of many of our lives.
True.
It's a Kusogr4nde documentary. This is what I went through in order to bring you all these bad games.
Also true. So what does the blue armor mean? The blue armor actually makes you invincible. You might also see it as, in the Greek levels, as your red. I don't think there's an equivalent in the Wild West level. But you're literally invincible. You can just touch people and they die.
Okay.
It's really useful if you can find it. It's not worth going out of it's not long enough to be worth going out of your way to go get.
Gotcha.
But it is worth picking up if you kill somebody and it's there.
You know, I'm just taking a look. Alpha 5 is definitely walled a little bit, and this is giving Melos a pretty good chance to catch up.
Yep. So that fire may protect you in times of need. All it's trying to do is tell you that you will have things that you can put on your B attack that are fireballs. But Melos has figured out what he needs to go get. Gotta figure out how to get there. And then basically at that point in time, Melos will almost be caught up, right? They'll be on the same level as Alpha 5.
Okay. I love that this game has those knights there. A lot of people just try to kill the knights as soon as they see them. Guess what? Knights on your side, you know?
Well, only up until, I think, level 5. Right? Like, other instances after this, I don't think they are. Or if they are, they don't give you good stuff. But yeah, so in Melos' case here, if he just, walks by this guy, he can just leave. And we didn't find this out. Poison Pearls found it out fairly recently. So, Shubinator, what does Alpha 5 need to do right now? In the starting area for this level, that middle tree right there, in that, all he has to do is hit it. And there's a coin right there. And then with the coin, he can go to, hell. Where we'll probably walk into sand traps because it's amazing.
So question in chat, who is winning? Alpha 5 is currently in the lead, and he is to Hades, which has the best music.
It's real good. I mean, I bet you didn't know that Hades has a swing theme.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of different versions of Hades, and people tend to love him. You know, if he were, like, a deity of today, he would definitely have a lot of followers. They'd be like, yeah, death! You're freaking awesome.
But usually it's like death metal and stuff like that is the theme. It's not like 20s and 30s swing.
Have you heard decent death metal on the NES?
Well, no, because it doesn't exist.
Exactly. So they had to do as close as they could. Now, you're going to see Alpha 5 get angry in a little bit. Because, guess what? There are pits in this section. which
Well,
do not look like pits.
And I don't think you can kill the skeletons with that sword.
Skeleton, go away! Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff here.
So you
Alpha
there's
5! There we go. How do you get out of that?
Sometimes you can like spam all of your buttons and kind of jump out. Most of the time you don't. So anyway, there's a couple things that you're going to need to do here. One is to go get the spear. You need the spear, even if you don't need it now, you need it for later. And that's basically south of where you get off the boat. Then for most players, if you're casually playing this game, you want to get the Cap of Hades, which is kind of like in the middle of this map.
Okay.
And that will make you invincible for a short time. You want to use it against the boss. It's not necessary. You can beat the boss without it. But
It definitely would help, though.
it's totally useful. And the third thing you need, which is arguable whether or not you really need it. Pretty sure actually you don't. Is the improved bow, and that's right before the boss in here. There is a boss in here, and it gives you a bow that does more damage and also goes across the screen. It has a full range.
Hey, Melos is getting some progress. Time to run to the principal's office. Uh-oh. Oh, brother. Oh no, he's gonna start lecturing Davey. That's the worst. I love that as soon as you appear, everybody's stabbing you.
Yep.
School's dangerous these days.
Well, I mean, this came out when, like, you and I were in school.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, think about how much more dangerous school is today.
Yeah, I know. The rulers are made of metal more often than not.
Well, I mean, my ruler I have today is made of metal.
Why are there multiple Grim Reapers trying to kill you?
You're in hell.
Okay. But that doesn't fully answer my question because,
Well, I mean, I don't know what else you want from them.
like, is Karen the ruler of the Grim Reapers? Who's their boss? Hades?
is.
Okay. Well, why don't we kill Hades?
Because you don't need to.
Uh-oh.
All right, so this is a huge pain in the butt if you don't know the way to cheese it. So there
was
is a way to
fast.
cheese it, and I think you actually need the bow because I think I have to go back and check. It's been a while since I played this. I don't think the spear is actually long enough. You get on basically the right side of the right head, right?
Yeah.
And you hold down your attack button and start hitting the B button, right, to jump up. And so you'll fire on every frame that's available.
Okay.
And so with you being that close, right, which means you'll fire a couple times a second at minimum. And every time you fire, that head like jumps back. And so because that head jumps back, that head can't attack you. The middle one fires straight and can't hit you, and the left one fires at a 45-degree angle and you're safe.
Oh, yeah. If somebody figures out the cheese strat, that'll be great. Melos right now is busy stabbing trees, which honestly, dying and going back to the beginning of the level wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Pretty
Like-
much.
Yeah.
So basically, right, like once you start doing that, when you kill the right head, you move on to the middle head, then you move on to the left head, and it's super safe and super fast.
Oh, yeah. Ah, skellies! Oh, geez. Alpha 5, the undead. Actually, are they undead or are they just dead? I mean, this is Hades, right?
I mean,
Actually, why would there be skeletons in Hades? Because doesn't he
Well,
take their
because they're-
souls?
because these are the bone mechs that are left over after you remove the flesh armor.
Oh, okay. Take off the flesh armor, you get a skeleton.
So, yes, Cadus, Alpha got to Cerberus and died. Melos is on the first pass of the Hades stage and doesn't have the coin.
Yeah, Melos is desperately searching for that coin, stabbing trees left and right. Oh, taking an arrow to the back of the head.
Yeah, it's not just knees here, folks. So, would a mace be better against skeletons? It's not like you can stab a skeleton and hurt it. You are absolutely true, but this game doesn't care about your physics. So yes, when Kapow, when you use a password, they give you 10 health refill items. Now they're not full health, each one is a fraction of your health. All 10 of them would be one entire full health set.
Actually, skeletons don't even have any ligaments. I'm pretty sure if you hit them with a sword, like, bones would be flying anyway.
Well, are you sure the ligaments are there, right, to keep the bones together? Or are they just there as a binding for the magic of the bone then?
Ugh, magic ligaments. Now we're talking.
I mean, Cadus is right. They're held together with magnets.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, when you restart, it gives you whatever items were necessary coming in. Right? So, like, if you were to restart in the stage, it will give you the bow that you would have had, the sword you would have had, the shield you would have had, and 10 apples. And each apple is a 10th of your health.
This music's too good.
It's so good!
I wonder what the most popular form of music was in ancient Greece. Like, we all imagine all this harp music, but really, I'm sure somebody got tired of the harp and decided, like, I don't know, maybe, like, kazoo music. I'm sure that if there were kazoos in ancient Greece, they would have been hip. Lute music? I don't want lute music. Get away from me with your lutes. Hey,
Okay,
Alpha 5,
so
very
this
nice.
does work. Right, you don't need the bow. In which case, that saves you a little bit of time, because you don't have to go get it, and you don't need it later.
Uh-huh. Music was for the wealthy? Well, yeah, I'm not gonna sit around... Look, if I had a lot of money, I'm not gonna sit around listening to stupid harps.
So if you had a lot of money in ancient Greece, what would you listen to?
I would probably... listen to screaming. I mean, to be fair, this is ancient Greece, okay? And, like, you know, there were definitely coliseums and stuff, so, you know, go to the coliseums, get front row seat.
Isn't the Colosseum Roman?
Whatever, I'm gonna travel to Rome.
Okay.
Okay, because I got a lot of money, Corndad. I'm gonna go, I'll be like, yeah, I've heard these fantastic things about the coliseums, you know? I want to go listen to some people scream for a little bit, so go ahead, get a first-class barge over to Rome. Listen to the screaming. Yeah, that was a good time. Yeah.
So Melos just found the quicksand. Melos, I also think, hasn't figured out how to use the health restoration items. They don't have any.
Yeah, that
Oh, no.
not being able to heal can be rough. Oh no, Melos. This looks like a long time ago.
Well, that's because Melos put just to start a new game instead of hit continue.
Yeah.
So let's hope that Melos wrote down the password.
Yeah, if not, Melos is definitely in trouble. Well, Melos is resetting, so I think there's hope. Hi.
Yeah, the game cursor does default to new game.
Yeah, Melos is gonna be fine, I think. I like how desaturated.
The Winterland is.
Oh, it's winter? I thought it was.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So here's the
Go ahead.
here's the fun thing. I legitimately have no clue where Alpha 5 is.
What?
Like, well, because you don't go anywhere like over that way on this map.
Like, generally,
So-
you don't?
No. You go basically all the way down, and then as far left as you can go, and then all the way up. And so that whole thing with the portals, like, I have legitimately never seen it before.
I love it. You're like, yeah, I used to be world record holder of this. Well, to be fair, for speed running, that's not exactly odd. It happens
But
all the time.
And so it's not even just that either. It's like, you know, even in my casual playthroughs, to understand, like, to start routing, to understand, like, how do you get through this game,
Yeah.
I never went over there.
I like how part of the music died.
Yeah, it
And
does
then
that
Alpha
sometimes.
5 died.
Bummer.
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 So is Davey trying to murder Lumpy with a ruler or something? Yes. Davey is a jerk and, like, hits everybody with rulers. And pencils. Water guns. And fists.
Bummer.
So, like, this whole thing of, like, where he's at now, like, where Alpha 5 is, yeah, there's no reason to go over there.
Well, that's cool.
Just need to keep going up from, or no, down from where he's at, and then up.
Down and then up.
Yeah. So down, all to the left. Now up from here.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. I love the historically accurate floating wizards.
It's true.
Oh no, Mello stole the cap. And that sealed his doom?
So it doesn't mean anything.
Oh, okay, he's just lying.
Well, I mean, Hades might suggest it sealed your doom because he doesn't want you to take it. It's his.
I imagine Hades says a lot of things that actually aren't true, you know?
I imagine that to be the case too.
Yeah, he just needs to be, like, stop being such a
I mean-
grumpy deity.
I've seen that movie. Hades just needs some Hercules. So Hades cap does give you invincibility and invisibility. Doesn't he already have Excalibur? 100% he has Excalibur. You can see it when he swings.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Excalibur just goes back and forth.
It's huge.
So the easiest way to kill this boss is actually to get behind him. Because he can't kill you that way.
Oh, well, that's convenient. Thank you, developers in Salt Lake City, for missing that one fatal flaw. Not fatal for you, fatal for him.
So, Kapow, it's just talking about how the Lady of Light gave you Excalibur to take good use of it.
I think Melos used the cap a little bit too early. That's fine, he's just figuring out what it does. But now it's Cerberus
See,
time.
Mello- But so now you can really see here.
Oh, geez. Well, that's a problem.
Yep.
Bummer.
Yeah. Oh, there's no iframes. There's no anything. But now you can see that advantage of being up close. You could only have one arrow out at a time.
Oh, yeah.
So Melos is doing this the hard way.
Yeah, about that. Oh, jeez. Oh, Cerberus, he's angry. Just wiggle those heads, Cerberus. Oh no, there's a bat after you, Alpha 5. Okay, Alpha 5 is fine. Okay.
Yeah, the bat is the most annoying thing you can hear this video.
I like it.
It will
It's
just
cute.
follow you forever.
What? Melos killed one of the heads?
Yep.
Okay, good job. Definitely doing better than I would have done in literally any case here.
Yeah, this is definitely the hard way of doing this. It might be the intended way of doing it.
Oh, Melos! Oh, so close.
But now that Melos knows what he needs to do, right, it won't be that big of a deal.
Oh, yeah. Go back to your dreams, Melos.
So if that's the intended way, why did they give you the invincibility item? So you can get in there and kill everything. Yeah, the Kappa Hades is definitely the intended method.
Yeah, and it
use
makes
that
things a lot
to-
easier.
Right, yeah, you would use that and you could kill a couple of the heads before it wears out.
Yeah, like, this was a little bit before Dark Souls came out, so they actually had some sense of balance when
You
it
know
came
what
to
that
bosses.
means? That Dark Souls is the Dreamin Davey of Dreamin Davey.
No. Dark Souls
Yeah.
undid all of the progress that Dreamin Davey did.
Oh, that might actually be fair, yeah.
Melos is saying in Discord that he likes this game. Well,
I actually legitimately enjoyed this game too. Doesn't make him good.
it's not a good game, but it's got very many charming qualities. Ah.
Yeah. I want the Hades music back.
I don't know. I'm okay with this music. It's not as good, but it's okay. Actually, Sir Lumpus would be a great Dark Souls boss name. I could approve of that.
Sir Lumpus would also be a great Final Fantasy XIV character name.
Ooh. Yeah, I agree with chat. We've talked a lot about what makes a game bad, and being enjoyable is still possible with bad games. And yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'd say that this game definitely is charming, but has some severe issues.
Yeah, like, so it's a great Kusogr4nde game because it's definitely one of those games that you either think that, like, I see what they're trying to do, right?
Oh yeah.
And this could have been a fantastic game. But this is what we got. But if you think about, like, to the things that they are trying to do, like, I can see where there's a good game in this.
Yeah.
It's just not in this game.
True. Alpha 5, I think, has figured out the right time to hit, and being on the right side of the boss seems like it's pretty effective.
Yeah, so being behind the boss is still the most effective, and this is where doing jump slashes and the like come in handy, because it will literally slash like every frame, and so you can do a lot of damage here
Ooh.
without taking a lot of time.
I just love that you can actually slash every single frame. That's amazing.
Yeah, the game has no iframes.
Oh no, Sir Lumpus is down!
So, there are two things. You can show mercy. It's best if you don't, though, because then you punch him in the face.
Wait, you can show mercy?
Yeah. You show mercy, you just miss a cutscene.
Oh, that's dumb.
All right, but so now we get over to where Alpha's gonna. We haven't struggled before. We're gonna struggle now, and that is Actually, Melos did a real good job there.
Wow.
Catching up some. Yeah.
Very nice. Like, I think it's going to be a struggle for Melos to get through this next area, but technically it could happen.
Yeah.
I don't
think
know.
so.
Yeah.
So what does Alpha 5 need to do? Alpha 5 needs to go buy the shotgun. It's really what it is. You buy the shotgun and the like 5-shot or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Or you don't buy the shotgun, you can buy the rifle.
Okay, but which one's better?
You will need... Alright, so if you hear that noise, that click noise,
Sure.
Alpha 5's run out of bullets.
Oh, that's bad.
And he has rifle rounds.
You do not want to run out of bullets. Do enemies drop bullets?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, so, like, it's not game over. It's just gonna be rough going for a little while.
Yep. You can go buy more bullets. It's got $18. But what you have to do is, essentially, the easiest way is you need, like, $60 or something.
I love that people are like, a kid buying guns? Not only is it America, it's Utah. Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I guess, is this how Utah views itself?
Maybe.
Probably.
Is not just, it is a dead rattlesnake in his pocket.
It's true. Like, it's easier to keep a dead rattlesnake in your pocket than a live one.
Very much so.
Yeah, this is actually what some of Utah looks like, okay? Very yellow.
So,
Gross yellow.
Melos actually has a chance here to make an improvement here. Yeah, so what I would do on this, what I do right in the buy, there's an added area now to the right, and it's to a what's the best way of putting it? A house where lots of promiscuous ladies tend to be.
Oh!
Yeah, no, it's a brothel.
So, okay, I was gonna say, like, the 4-H club, but that wasn't the right...
Like the 4-H club.
Okay, like the 4-H club, okay.
Right, so we're gonna go to the 4-H club, where a lady's gonna ask us if we need help.
Yeah,
and,
she just wants to give you all those 4-H's.
Yeah, and so she gives you an Indian artifact, which you then go to the trading post and sell, and then you go back to the 4-H, and the same lady will give you another one, you go and you sell that too.
Oh.
And you use those plus the money you have to go buy a rifle, because the rifle has like 7 shots, and then you use all the rest of your money to buy rifle rounds.
That sounds kind of disingenuous of you, you know? They're trying to help you out, and you just go sell it?
Well, it does help you out.
Oh, okay.
Because that's actually the role of the
4-H club.
Of the 4-H club.
Okay.
So now Melos is at Sir Lumpus.
So the 4-H's stand for head, heart, hands, and health. Just so you know. I'm not repeating that again, but that's what they stand for.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Melos has actually got a good spot right there.
Oh my gosh, like, technically it is possible that Melos could catch up. Oh, Alpha 5 is out of bullets.
Melos will catch up.
Wow, this is...
About 5 minutes left.
Like, I'm kind of shocked that Melos is actually not taking any damage here.
It may come down to, I'll have to go through and watch Alpha 5 screen a little bit more carefully. If Melos makes it to that stage in the next fight, it's going to come down to how many of the bank people get killed.
Oh, yeah. I love the movement of these cowboys, i.e., they have one frame of movement instead of two.
Oh, yeah.
You know, two, you can see them moving, but one frame of movement is just a static sprite shuffling across the ground.
Well, that's because they spent all of their time and budget and technology on making Davey say bummer and awesome.
I would have done that. That's what video games are for, voice acting.
We need Dreamin Davey in Smash.
Yeah, with the same audio quality. Bummer! Oh my gosh.
So it's gonna come down to, right now, Alpha 5 is in the lead.
Yeah.
So I don't think Alpha 5, right, Kate, you can confirm this, that Alpha 5 I don't think has killed anyone yet.
Bummer.
So now it just comes down to who will have done more damage on...
This is ridiculously close. By the way, the person who loses is eliminated from the tournament, so this is high stakes.
This is legitimately close.
Okay, let's see what Melos is able to do. Like, honestly...
Melos has got like 2.5 minutes to find the bank.
Okay, gunsmith. Can't buy anything if you don't have any money. Oh, wait. You just got a gun.
And buy all the bullets you can.
Okay, there's Western Union. Is that where you want to go? No, rattlesnakes!
So Melos is going in the right direction.
Okay, good. Jumping over the snake. Very nice, and it's bank time. Uh-oh. Is that the robber?
That is.
So if Melos kills this guy, is that a lead?
That would be a lead. There's 4 of them you have to kill.
Oh my gosh. Come on. Get him! Get him, Davey! Shoot him in the eye! Davey?
Yeah, these guys are...
How do they have so much health?
You're better off going to go get the rifle. Go.
Dynamite in the face! I love it.
So we may have to go look at VODs for this one.
Oh my gosh.
Like, that's how close this is going to be.
If you want to boil it down to that,
I mean, Alpha 5 got there first. I just don't know how it turned out on health on these, because this is actually progress.
does the whip do any actual damage?
Yes. And you can actually whip back their bullets.
And that is time. My gosh, Corndan.
So I am legitimately no idea.
Yeah, same here. I don't know. But you know what? We'll go ahead and discuss a little bit and see what we think. They've done the same damage per Shubinator. It is down to like one sliver of health. Alpha apparently did throw the dynamite. Oh my gosh, I have no idea, Kusogr4nde. I don't know.
I know.
But let me go ahead and go over here and see. It looks like the tapes are going to be reviewed. However, if it is a straight up tie pretty much with everything, then that means that Alpha 5 got there first. But oh my gosh. I love having close matches though. You know, it's what's that?
I can't believe it's going to come down to who did more damage.
Oh, it certainly
to
will.
a dude.
You know, life sometimes goes that way, and I'm hoping that, you know, both of the players feel good about how they did, because they did fantastic.
For going into this completely blind, this was actually pretty good.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, right now Kate is just checking to see if Melos did more damage in the final second. Hello there, Alpha 5.
Hey, do we know who won?
No.
No.
Yeah, it's like, if we both only had one dynamite, we could have only done the same amount of damage to him.
That was amazing.
And it all caught up in the last 5 minutes. Right. Melos made a big push.
Yeah.
Catch up everything in the last 5 minutes. That's
Yeah,
how close this is.
Yeah, it's a little bit ridiculous. Well, as things get reviewed, let's go ahead and talk you through a little bit of the game. Like, how did it go? How was it?
It wasn't bad. There were some parts where it's like, oh, if I had read this a little bit better, like, seeing the Hades cap thing for Cerberus, that would have been nice the first time, but conveniently, like, they deliberately put the coin in a good place that when you start over, you're like, oh, it's right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, the coin, I think, is the thing that frustrated me the most with the first time seeing this game, because it definitely feels fairly hidden the first time that you play it. It's odd. And then it's right at the very beginning of the Hades stage.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then where you guys are at now, if you guys had kept going to the right in that area, you get to another house with a lady who wants to help. She'll give you an Indian artifact you can sell. You can do it a couple times, and that'll give you the money you need for either the shotgun.
I'm gonna do that right now, but yeah, I hit him with a dynamite once, and it's like, okay, well, that did damage.
And the shotgun's only like 4 shots, and they die.
I hit him with one dynamite as well, so I don't know. I shot him like 12 or 13 at
Yeah,
least
I ran out of bullets, and I had like 20.
Like,
Yeah.
technically, the whip does do damage.
Alpha 5, keep going right from where you're at. It'll actually screen change.
I'm gonna go take a
Screen
look.
transition. It doesn't look like it's doing it. Oh, wait, there it is. That's so hidden.
Yeah, so we are just currently waiting to see
I see.
if there is a decision on who won, because as far as we could tell, it was like, for me,
Identical.
I thought it was about the same amount of damage. Alpha 5 is the one who got there first, but that's why we have referees to make the calls when it comes to
in
this.
that house.
Yeah, I have to talk to the sheriff again on this file, so I
right,
don't
get
get
the
a key
key, yep.
for it. But, I did whip him. The whip could reflect his bullets, like, it did all sorts of fun things.
Yep, that's what I was doing too. I was sitting there trying to reflect the bullets to see if that hurt him more.
Yeah, I don't think it hurts more, but it does do damage.
Well, it's hard to hit him with the whip because of the way he runs, so I figured that was safer to get more hits in.
Yeah, he's a little bit of an odd duck.
If you walk him down to the bottom, you can whip him, because he'll just kind of get stuck.
Okay,
yeah, I tried that.
I do see Kate typing in Discord, and it looks like basically the visible damage was the same between you two. it's difficult to actually calculate damage that you can't see, especially since, you know, everything that you were doing essentially does a different amount of damage. It's being called in favor of Alpha.
Oh, jeez.
Hey,
That's
I've
a
got
really close one.
No problem losing like that.
Oh, geez. I love seeing close matches. Congratulations, Alpha 5.
Yeah, how quickly did he take down the Black Knight? Because I was having some problems, and I realized he just had a
He
propensity
did
to
it
not want to move
much
side to side.
faster.
First try? Second try? Something
Yeah,
like that?
So you want to know the secret? You can
what's
get
the
behind
secret?
him. You can get behind him, and this game has a real weird bug in it, in that if you hold down your attack when you hit, like, so if you hold down A and then you hit B to jump, it will attack on every single frame that.
Oh my, yeah, I'm seeing that right now.
So it's great if you have a pistol and it doesn't have any rounds in it, right? And you go to do that, it will just freak out.
Oh, I love that.
But so anyway, so a lot of the bosses can actually be beaten with the Excalibur by doing these jump slashes, because it completely just like demolishes everything.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So we are at that point where I think we're going to have to move on to the next match. Melos, I'm sorry to say you are out of the tournament at this point, but do you have any final words for your headstone?
No more RoboCop.
That's fair enough. You heard the man, Corndan.
That's legitimate.
Sorry
Well-
for ruining your tournament with availability by winning.
Oh, you know what? I'm fine. We'll find a way to deal with it, Alpha 5. Okay, yeah, Melos, be sure to hit me up for prizes later on. I would love to get those over to you. So we're going to go ahead and move over. First, heading to a small commercial, and then we'll go ahead and reveal the game. Stay tuned. See you in a minute.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I'm gonna finish this game.
Go.
Yeah,
Go
You know,
do it.
It's a fun game.
I really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good, but at the same token, it is so good.
It's fun, but it's so janky.
Oh, it is so fun. You can beat it in like a half an hour, right? If you're not trying to speed run it, but just kind of utilize everything that's there. I think the world record's like.
I spent probably 20 minutes wandering around, so yeah. I could
Oh,
see-
yeah.
We do have another match we have to get going on.
Yeah, so
Take care, everyone.
thank you so much. This was a blast. Bye.
I'll stick around to see who's on this.
I guess you can stay around, Corndan.